So let's open this thing up.
Okay.
Let's see how fast we can do it. Ready? Go.
Okay.
Do we give it a thumbs up? I mean, I don't feel any bar
I
at
know.
all, and legitimately.
A little afternoon siesta
It's
here.
firm. They call me the Couch Whisperer. I help real people find real couches. Today's real people are Jess and Mike. Jess and Mike had this sofa in their house for about 13 years, and this thing was ready to go. In fact, today's episode is all about when do you know it's time to let your old sofa go? Well, wait until you see how we transformed their space into a beautiful living room with an awesome L sectional with a sleeper sofa inside it. Now they needed something that had a bed in it, that was actually comfortable, something that was styled very, very nicely in a higher end look, but also had some great performance to it. And third, they had this interesting layout that really wasn't maximized for seating space. So, like I often do, I went straight to DreamSofa, one of my favorite brands, made in Los Angeles, made to order. We chose the perfect configuration that fit their exact space. We chose a performance fabric that was great for their family, and it just got delivered. I cannot wait to check it out. Let's go inside. Hello, it's the Couch Whisperer. Hello,
Hi.
How are you? Great to see you. Wow, look
Come on
at
in.
this. This is a room transformed.
I know.
It looks incredible.
I know.
Wow. Okay, let's sit down on this thing. The sit test. My first impression is there's a lot of firmness and structure here, a lot more than your old sofa.
Yeah. Yes. We've grown up.
It really took a lot to get rid of that thing, didn't
Yeah.
it?
It took about 13 years, I think.
You had that thing for 13 years?
It was the first piece of like legitimate furniture we bought in our relationship.
Wow, interesting. What was it, do you think? Like, what are the emotions you felt when you thought about buying a new couch?
I would see something that I liked the style of and then go hunting for reviews, honest reviews on Reddit and other places, and would see that everything I liked someone hated, or a lot of people hated, and the honest evaluation of what it was like to live with that couch for a few months made me think it was better to settle for like the devil we knew in our old couch than risk getting rid of it and then having something new that then we were gonna keep for another 13 years that I didn't like.
What was your experience of like realizing that this was actually gonna be made for you?
Well, I'm really grateful for that actually, because I realized that what we would have bought on our own, flying solo without the Couch Whisperer, would have been so much less of a couch than actually we could fit here. It never occurred to us to do an L-shaped couch. We thought it was gonna kind of divide up the space and make it feel choppy. And actually the opposite is true. It feels like we have this cozy nook of a living room now, and we're not kind of floating out in space of this open floor plan. So for one, we actually got a bigger couch, more seating than we would have done otherwise. But because the couches fit really well to the space, it does seat a lot of people, but it doesn't feel like it's kind of taking over the whole room because the room itself is quite tiny.
Another thing I wanted to point out is DreamSofa makes it so special is that you literally tailored this to exactly what you wanted between the dimensions,
Yep.
the space. It was more about figuring out what you wanted. Did you tape out the floor or did we do that?
Yes, we did some taping and marking of sort of like blocking. We moved our other couch around to represent like space that this would take up and put some other things in place to represent the L to get a sense for how much of a couch like volume we would be feeling in this space. And actually it just feels so much better than I even expected, even with our sort of renegade mapping.
Your previous couch. By the way, where is that thing?
It's at my sister's house.
Oh, it lives
She
on.
gets the joy of a new couch too.
Oh, wow. Lucky her. How many pillows has she added so far?
She didn't inherit too many of the pillows.
Oh.
Yeah, we saved a few. She's super happy about it, and we're super happy about this.
That's awesome. So you have this big window here, this big wall that before you had a couple of accent chairs, like it made some sense, but I think in realizing that you had a lot of space in this direction, if you make it a continuous piece of furniture like we have with this L shape, we turned essentially an 80-inch sofa into like 180 inches of seating if you add it all together, something like that, correct?
Yep. Yeah, we really extended like the butt surface area here.
A lot more butts can fit in this room now.
There's a lot more butts, that's right. Because swapping out, we had one chair that we moved out of the space now, but in exchange, we've gotten enough room for a few kids or a couple of adults to sit right here. And actually, even more than the additional seating, the whole space feels more cohesive to have the seating come in the form of this L-shaped couch rather than a bunch of like disparate sit-upons for different butts.
And you told me off camera that there were a lot of disparate sit-upons. Say that 5 times fast.
Yep.
There are a lot of disparate sit-upons here in this. We're talking office chairs, milk crates. What haven't you tried sitting on in this room? I want to know.
Well, when we have people come over, we always, it's weird to have friends come over and realize they're sitting on the floor and you feel like you want to offer them a chair. So then Mike usually goes around the house collecting chairs from other rooms, hauling in actually quite large, comfy chairs, but bringing them into what then we lovingly refer to as our chair showroom, because it just becomes this stable of chairs for everyone to sit on and spend time together. So hopefully our next Christmas with family in town, people have a cushion, not a random chair.
That would probably make them stick around and stay friends and family for longer.
Yeah.
I deal with this every day. I talk about fabrics every single day. You understood the assignment.
Yes. You
ordered swatches. We went a little step further with testing them. Let's talk about that.
Everyone, there's 5 people in my family. Everyone had some strong opinions about the texture of the couch and what we were looking for. So everyone got a vote, but not a final vote. Everyone had a say, and we chose our favorite selections and then some of our favorite foods that we're at risk of possibly someday coming in contact with our new couch. Possibly.
Probably.
Probably.
Okay, so basically, my mom got these swatches. We're testing them with a bunch of chili oil because that's what I eat. And then I'm going to wash it out.
So we melted some chocolate, got some chili oil out, set up what we called our filth lab, poured some of each on our swatches, rubbed them in really good, let them saturate, and then did our best to wash them out, which was incredibly easy. I was shocked. I had to text you right away because I could not believe some of the stuff that we put on our swatches came out, which is part of what gave us the confidence to order this lighter colored fabric, because we really wanted something that was brighter in the space, but we also just know the roommates, AKA the children that we live with, are just, you know, we're a final use family. We're kind of tough on things.
I love this, right? So this is what you get for going with a brand like DreamSofa that is definitely a lot more higher end, with higher end materials from start to finish, between the wood, the cushioning, to the performance fabrics. Performance fabrics are very, very hot these days because it's just really progressed a lot. The fabric industry has come out with some amazing products recently. I think water repellency, you know, stain resistance, but you get a lot of cheap knockoffs out there, especially when you're buying on, you know, places that are cheaper, like, or you know, places that sell a lot of furniture to a lot of people, but maybe don't have the best quality materials. DreamSofa curates every little piece of it. It's like Italian cooking, I like to think of it, right? You know, like, it's very simple. It's like 5 ingredients, pasta, tomatoes, garlic, whatever. But it tastes incredible because the quality of the ingredients are great. And I think this fabric, it has this higher end look, but it has all this performance quality. The last thing I want to talk about is the bed. You wanted something with a sleeper in it. But if you go shopping for sleepers, or if you type into the Google on the internets, something about sleepers, you're likely to see a lot of sort of like lower end product. That's probably not what you wanted here. You wanted something really nice, and you can't find sleepers in every single sofa out there. The DreamSofa allow you to add sleepers to most of their sectionals. So tell me about your need for a sleeper and why this was important to you.
Well, I have parents that are aging, and when they come visit, we set up a really luxurious air mattress on the floor in the basement, which is
a luxurious air mattress.
So luxurious.
Isn't that an oxymoron? Jumbo shrimp.
I think it's an oxymoron. It's low to the ground. They're aging. It's not the friendliest way to welcome them into our home. So we wanted something that was at bed height, that also was legitimately comfortable. Not the, at least the baggage I have about sofas in couches are that there's gonna be bars on your back. It's gonna be pretty awful. And this is actually legitimately comfortable. I'm so pleasantly surprised, both laying on the bed and then sitting on this section of the couch, which we also had some fears about if we'd be able to feel the bars or that sort of thing with a bed being in there, but there's no hint of a bed under your butt until you open it up.
To me, I didn't know at first which side had it.
Yeah.
And that's a very good sign.
Yeah.
When you have high density foam cushioning like this, like the right type of cushioning, if you will, you should never feel something that's 12 inches below you. I mean, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to feel the bar in your butt.
No, or your back when you're sleeping on it.
Correct. So let's open this thing up.
Okay.
I want to see what this looks like.
Okay.
Let's see how fast we can do it. Ready? Go.
Okay, go.
Why is that exciting to you? Why?
He's cheering us on.
Okay, let's go, baby. Look at that, 10 seconds.
Made in the USA.
Nice and easy. Yeah, look at that. This is super easy to open. You unlock it. Solid. I mean, does the trick, does it not?
Yep.
Let's see, do we both fit on it? I try not to get my shoes on it. Do we give it thumbs up? I mean, I don't feel any bar
I
at
know.
all, and legitimately.
I know.
Yeah.
A little afternoon siesta
It's
here.
firm, but you can always put like a mattress topper on top of it, right?
Yeah.
That was great. And then putting it back. Let's see how easy it is to put back.
When those parents go home.
That locks into place. That keeps everything nice and tight. All these pieces are made in Los Angeles by hand. I want to talk to Mike for a little testimonial, but I don't want you anywhere in earshot because I want the real deal from him. Do you know what I'm saying? I want to hear the real husband feedback here. And we're gonna get the dirt. We're gonna get down to it. Okay. Can you go get him for me?
Okay, yeah,
I'll
go
put
get
this
him.
back together.
Okay.
There he is.
Hey, how's it going? Thanks for coming.
Mike, how are you, Mike?
Well, I'm a lot better now because I can actually sit on a couch.
Oh yeah, I saw what you were working with before. I called it a rat's nest of pillows.
I mean, that's fair. It sort of felt like an airplane seat in the house. Yeah, the most uncomfortable thing you can imagine.
Oh.
So you just try to avoid it.
It's funny with airplane seats because I find them incredibly uncomfortable. I will often put the pillows that they give you on long flights down, but it doesn't really help. And this is a similar situation.
Wow.
Like you stuck so many pillows on this thing, but it didn't really do the trick.
What a great analogy, because I'm kind of a big guy and I wanted to spread out a little bit, but no matter what happened, put a pillow next to me, behind me, it still felt like I was falling through an airplane seat.
That's awful.
Yeah.
What do you feel about the couch? What were your first impressions, actually? That's a good question.
So first impression, honestly, I was a little skeptical because being a bigger guy and having, kind of a preference for how I get to spread out on a chair or a couch, how can we do this, order online and just have it show up, not testing it out? I'm happy to say that it's like a bad relationship. You don't know how bad it is until you're past it. The old couch gone, this one, fantastic. I can lay down on, we've got the L now. I can lay down here, it fits me. I can sit next to my wife and we can all fit on the couch. So really been a great outcome.
That's awesome. Are you buying a new couch and want the inside scoop? Subscribe to our channel below so you don't miss any of the info that you need to know. I'm just gonna lay down for just 1 second. Oh, yeah. Oof, nice. Mike.